I hate coming here, don't you?
It's hot. I'm so hot.
I'd hate coming if it was cool. Pop doesn't like to come, and it's his own mother. I was so afraid of her when I was a kid. She used to come out of that door with a limp and a cane and looked like she was going to kill you. When I was 5, I drew a picture of her and I called it Frankenstein's grandma.
Did she ever see it?
If she did, you'd be an only child today. Pop said she could swing her cane so fast, she could have been one of the greatest golfers in the world.
All I remember is I hated kissing her. It's like putting your lips against a wrinkled ice cube.
Yeah, she's cold all right. She was the only one at Mom's funeral who didn't cry. Wonder what Pop's talking to her so long for.
It's because she's deaf in one ear, isn't she?
Yeah. Did you ever notice there's something wrong with everyone on Pop's side of the family? Mom used to tell me that.
She didn't tell me. Like who?
Like, all of them. Like Aunt Bella. She's a little, closed for repairs.
I don't care. I like her. Nicer than Hot House Grandma.
I didn't say she wasn't nice. She's got marbles rolling around up there. Mom said she got the way because when she was a kid, Grandma hit her in the head every time she did something stupid, which only made her stupider.
She wasn't stupid at making great ice cream sodas.
Hooray. Wonderful. She's 35 years old, and she can make ice cream sodas. They don't give you a high school diploma for getting the cherry on top of the whipped cream.
She went to high school?
A little. She missed the first year because she couldn't find it.
You kids all right?
Yeah, Pop, fine.
I'll be through talking to Grandma in a few minutes. Hey, Artie, what are you doing lying on the floor like that? You'll crease your pants. You want Grandma to see you with creased pants?
Sorry. What's he want me to do, carry an iron around with me?
He's afraid of her the same as Aunt Bella. Like, Aunt Bella couldn't count so good. So instead of 2 scoops of ice cream in a soda, she put in 3 or 4 for the same price. And if Grandma saw it, wacko! Another couple of IQ points gone. Hey, look at this. It's Aunt Gert when she was a kid. See how her head is down? Probably ducking. The old kin was coming at her. You don't think Aunt Gert's a little coconuts too?
No, she's just sick. She's got bad lungs or something.
Bad lungs, my eyes. She can't talk right. She's the first half of a sentence breathing out and the second half sucking in. You've seen it.
Do it for me.
I don't want to.
Come on, do it.
No, I don't want to.
Do it.
Oh, hello, Jay. How are you? And how's your father? And who's your little father?
I love it. I love when you do that.
I once saw her try to blow out a candle, and halfway there she sucked it back on.
You didn't.
With these 2 eyes. But, Mom says she talks the way because when she was a kid, Grandma never allowed her to cry.
Never?
Never. Well, if you're growing up here like Aunt Gert and you're not allowed to cry, you're going to end up sucking in the last half of your sentences.
Grandma's worried about the doilies. Don't lean your head back on the doilies. It gets grease on them. She just had them laundered.
You mean only people who just had a shampoo can sit here?
And what about Uncle Louie? You know what he is, don't you?
Yeah, a gangster. You believe that?
You bet. They say he's some big mobster's henchman.
You mean he's got a bad back?
Not a hunchback, a henchman. And real tough, he's a bagman.
What do you mean a bagman? He puts people in bags?
Not people, money. Hot money. Takes it from one guy and then he delivers it to the mob. Now, I can't really tell you anymore because he could be listening to us right now. They say he comes back here to sleep every once in a while.
Hey, look, it's Aunt Bella.
Is she coming up?
No, she's walking past the house.
I'll bet she's lost again. Aunt Bella! Hi! It's Jay and Artie! Up here! Yeah, up here! Here she comes. She ought to wear a compass or something.
Will you keep your voices down? Grandma said, what are they yelling for?
We're calling down to Aunt Bella. She's on her way up.
Can I take my jacket off?
After Grandma talks to you. And no ice cream sodas from Aunt Bella, even if she asks you. I don't want to upset Grandma now.
Is she all right?
Her back is bothering her. When Aunt Bella comes up, tell her that Mama wants a back rub. And fix the doilies. Oh, and by the way, Artie, comb your hair, okay? We want you looking nice for Grandma.
Jay! Artie! It's me! Aunt Bella! Can I come in?
Guess you forgot how to open a door?
I forgot my key.
How'd you get in downstairs?
I used my spare. I'm glad you called me, though. I walked right past the house, didn't I? Some days I daydream so much I think I should carry an alarm clock. Oh, God, am I happy to see you. Artie, Jay, my two favorite cousins.
Aren't we your nephews?
Of course you are, my cousins, my nephews, my boys. Come here, give your Aunt Bella a kiss. Let me look at you. You've both gotten so much bigger. You're growing up so fast, it almost makes me cry. Where's your father? I haven't seen your father in so long. Eddie, it's me, Bella. Is he here?
He's in there talking to Grandma.
Oh, I better not disturb them. Did she ask for me?
Not yet.
Did you tell her I was here?
No, you just came in.
Did you tell her where I went?
We didn't know where you went.
Well, let's not tell her I'm here, because then I won't be able to visit. You've both gotten so handsome.
Thank you, Aunt Bella.
Thank you, Aunt Bella.
I bet I look much older to you. Do I? The truth. Tell me.
Not to me.
No.
I was hoping you'd say that. I'm 35 and I don't even look it, do I?
I don't think so.
No, not at all.
And how old are you boys now? About 20?
I'm 13 and a half.
I'm 15 and a half.
Well, that adds up to about 35, so we could be brother and sisters. Isn't that wonderful?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just got back from the movies. I had the most wonderful time. I wish I knew you were here. We could have all gone.
What did you see?
I don't know. I couldn't find the theater that I was looking for, so I went to the one that I found, but it was much better than the picture I wanted to see. It had Betty Davis and George Brent. Oh, maybe we could all go again next week, if I can find the wrong theater again.
Sure, I'd love to.
Except we won't be here next week. We're going to the Yankee game with Pop.
Oh, you boys do that. You like baseball much better than love stories. Why don't you take your jackets off, you two? You're both perspiring.
We're fine. We're cool in here with the fan.
That fan doesn't cool anything off. If anything, it makes the hot air move faster. They had air conditioning at the movie house. It was actually cold. I felt so happy for the actors to be in an air-conditioned theater.
I don't think the actors feel it. They're just pictures on the screen.
Well, I know that, silly. I just meant they'd be happy to know that the people watching their movie were nice and cool, so they enjoyed it better.
Oh, right. I bet they would.
I bet I know what would make you two cool in a second. How about a big ice cream sundae deluxe with everything on it? Look at your faces lighting up. Come on, I'll make you one downstairs.
I don't think we can. Pop will be out in a second, and he wants us to see Grandma.
Well, I can bring them up here. That's no trouble. What kind? Chocolate, vanilla, butter pecan? What's your favorite, Artie?
All of them.
I can make that with 3 different kinds of ice cream. I used to make one with 4 different kinds. They were selling like crazy, but we lost a fortune. How long ago did she ask for me?
Oh, Grandma? Maybe a couple of minutes ago?
Did you tell her I was here?
No. We told Pop that you were coming up, but maybe he didn't say anything to her.
Oh, well, doesn't make any difference. She heard my footsteps coming up the stairs.
How? Isn't she partly deaf?
Oh, sure, but the other heart hears perfectly. What about a small sundae? Chocolate ice cream, hot fudge sauce, some whipped cream, and maybe some chopped walnuts. Are you going to say no to that, Arthur? I bet you can't. Say no. Let me hear you.
It sounds like just a small one.
He can't. I mean, we're having dinner soon. It's just that Pop told us to wait.
Oh, your father. He never takes anything from anybody. He wouldn't even let me give your mother a cup of coffee. Did you know that? Where is your mother? Is she here?
She's dead. Mom is dead.
Yes. I knew that. I meant, where is she buried?
At Mount Israel Cemetery in the Bronx. You're at the funeral, remember?
The first time?
What do you mean the first time?
When I came in the car, not the bus.
The bus?
No. must be thinking of something else. Sometimes my mind wanders. The kids in school used to say, "Hey Bella, lost and found called, come get your brains back." I didn't think that was very funny. I bet you boys miss your mom a lot, don't you, Artie?
Yeah, a lot.
She was a lot like your father, very independent, stuck to her own family mostly. She didn't get along too well with Grandma. Nobody does. My sister Gert was once engaged to a man. She brought him home to meet Grandma. The next day he moved to Boston.
That's too bad.
Don't tell Grandma I said that.
We won't.
What?
We won't.
You both are so shy. And I used to be shy. Grandma didn't like me to talk too much. I had a lot of friends, but I didn't talk to them. It's a shame your mother couldn't have had more children. She didn't, did she?
No.
No, because it would be easier for you now that she's gone. Big families are important when you have trouble in your life. We were a big family once, me, your father, Louie, and Gert. That's before Rose and Aaron died. Rose was just a baby, but Aaron was almost 12, so I didn't know Rose as well. You two never knew them, right?
I don't think we were born yet.
No, I don't think so. My father died before I was born, but I wasn't sad about it.
That's good.
Did you know that you could love somebody who died before you were even born? Because I love him so much.
I guess so.
Because I knew he would have taken care of me. The way your father takes care of you, you know what I mean?
I think so.
So, what about the sundae? If I make it and you don't eat it, it's just going to sit there melting on the counter. Last time I'm asking, Arthur. Yes or no?
I'd like to. Maybe later.
No! Not later! It's too late now! You hurt my feelings, the both of you. You tell your father to teach you some manners before I'm ever nice to you again. I know you miss your mother, but that's no reason to be disrespectful to me. I always liked your mother, whether or not she took the coffee. And you can tell your father I said that. You hear me? I'm sick of it!
You see why I don't like to come here too much?
Where's Aunt Bella? I thought I just heard her.
She's in the bathroom.
I heard the door slam. Did you say anything to upset her?
Yeah, everything.
Is it time to go yet, Pop?
Well, go when I tell you to. You haven't even seen your grandmother yet. Stop rushing me.
It's fine. Talk all you need, Pop.
And then the three of us will talk. You, me, and Jay. All right? Bella, it's Eddie. Mama, her back is bothering her again. Bella? Is she all right?
How do you know when she's all right?
Hey, don't you say a word about Aunt Bella, okay? She loves you boys. Always has. She'd do anything for you. So just sit there and be quiet, okay? God, my head is splitting.
Was that your father banging on the door just now?
Yes.
Is he angry with me?
With you? No.
Oh, good. Do I look better?
Better than when?
Than before, when you said I wasn't looking well.
I didn't say that.
Then who said it, Jay?
Maybe. Did you say it, Jay?
Nobody said anything.
Oh, I know. It was Grandma. She didn't like the way that I looked this morning. She hates the stress. I made it myself.
Really?
Yeah, it took me almost a year.
Aunt Bella, Grandma wants you.
Oh, yeah. After I finish Mama's rub, I'll make you boys dinner. Are you hungry?
I'm not sure we're staying for dinner.
Of course you are. You think I'd let you go all the way home without dinner? Are you gonna say no to me again, Artie?
I'm not. I'm eating. I'm hungry. No matter what Jay does, I'm eating.
Well, everybody's eating. It's Sunday. The family always eats together on Sunday. And you start thinking about what you want for dessert, because whatever you want, you're gonna get. Start thinking now.
I started. I want a big ice cream soda with an ice cream sundae with hot fudge sauce and whipped cream. Is that okay?
Sounds perfect. But don't give any to Jay. He missed the deadline.
Don't be mad, Jay. I had to say it. I was scared she was going to strangle me with a towel.
It's up to Pop. We'll see what he says.
Jay,
Yeah?
get me a glass of water, please.
Right, Pop.
It must be over 100 in here. Are you crazy? Get your legs off the sofa, Artie.
I'm feeling a little faint.
Faint? Kids your age don't faint.
Maybe I'm getting older.
Here you go, Pop. Nice and cool.
Don't spill it on the floor. Okay. Time to talk. Sit down, Jay. Next, Artie. With everything coming along, this might be a surprise, but I just wanted to tell you boys that
Is anything the matter, Pop?
it's so damn hot in here, isn't it? So, I just had a talk inside with your grandmother because I've had a problem. When your mother and I had a problem, we always tried to keep it from you boys because we didn't want you to worry. The first couple of weeks she was sick, I didn't even tell you about it. Well, you can't keep cancer a secret forever, can you? You knew without me telling you, didn't you, Jay?
Yes, Pop.
She had a nice room, didn't she? Semi-private, no wards or anything. There's this one tree outside her window she loved looking at. I paid extra to keep her in that room. It was worth whatever it cost.
It was a great tree, Pop.
Do you know how long she was in there for, Artie?
A long time.
Almost 4 months. She wanted to go back home because of the money, but I knew she wouldn't get the same care here. It's hard to find a private doctor in this war, and right now, you're lucky to find one.
I know, Pop.
We're not rich people, boys. And I'm going to have to tell you something now that I hoped I'd never have to for the rest of my life. The doctors, the hospital, it cost me everything I had. And everything I didn't have. And finally, it cost me everything I was going to have. I was broke. And I went into debt. Into hock. Only I didn't have anything left to hock. So I went to a man. A Shylock, they call him. A loan shark, a money lender. I couldn't go to a bank because they don't let you put up heartbreak and pain as collateral. You know what collateral is, Artie? You take out $10, you have to give them something that costs $11. That's how they get their interest. Shylock doesn't need collateral. His collateral is your desperation. So, he's got a clock. What that clock keeps track of is your promise. If you pay him his money back, the clock stops. And if you don't, the clock keeps ticking and ticking, and soon enough, your heart starts ticking louder than his clock. This man becomes a cloud that darkens your life wherever you go. But this man, his money kept your mother alive. It kept that tree outside her window. It was his money that bought the painkillers that made her last few moments bearable. And for that, I'm grateful. Jay, do you remember what I told you about taking things from other people?
Never take because you'll always be obligated?
So you never, ever take for yourself. But for someone you love, there comes a time when you have no choice. There's a man in New York I owe a lot of money to. $9,000. I don't have $9,000. I could work 4 more years and save up, and I wouldn't have $9,000. He wants his money this year. To his credit, I'll give him one thing. He left flowers at the funeral.
Pop,
Listen here, both of you. There is no way I can pay this man back. So, what'll he do? Kill me? If he kills me, he not only doesn't get his money, but it'll probably cost him extra for the flowers at my funeral. Hey, don't look so worried now. I'm not gonna die. I wouldn't tell you all of this if it didn't have a happy ending. I needed a miracle. And the miracle happened. This country went to war. A war between us, the Japanese, and the Germans. And if my mother didn't come here 35 years ago, I could have been fighting for the other side. Except, I don't think they're putting guns in the hands of Jews over there. And if I didn't marry your mother and have you two boys to take care of, I could have been fighting for this side. I'm too old. So, neither side needs me, and neither side wants me. Except for the man with the ticking clock. Remember this. I love this country because they took in the Jews. They took in the Irish and the Italians and everyone else. Remember this. There are a lot of Germans over here fighting for America. There are no Americans over there fighting for Germany. I hate this war. And God forgive me for saying this, but it's going to save my life. There are jobs I can get now that I could never get before. And I got a job. I'm working for a company that sells scrap iron. Can you believe that? I thought you threw scrap iron away. Now they're building ships out of it. Without the slightest idea of what I'm doing, I can make that $9,000 in less than a year.
that's great, Pop.
Don't say it till I finish. The factories that I would sell to are in the South. Places like Kansas, Kentucky, New Mexico, Virginia. Places I've never seen before in my life. But, well, I'd be gone. About 10 months, living in trains, buses, hotels, anywhere I can find a room. Don't worry. We'll be free and clear and back together again in less than a year. Okay? So, now comes the question. Where do the two of you stay while I'm gone?
God, it's so hot in here.
Please, Pop, don't make us live here. That is what you're thinking, isn't it?
I'm sorry, Jay. I don't have a choice. I have nowhere to go.
Well, why can't we stay where we are?
I gave the apartment up. I told the landlady yesterday.
You gave it up?
She raised the rent. Everybody's looking to make something out of this war. And the truth is, by the end of the year, it'll be 11,000. Well, I'm gone. The clock doesn't stop ticking.
Grandma wouldn't like us. We're slobs. We're always leaving things on the floor. Artie is always breaking things.
Remember when I broke the good water pitcher and the ink stains on the couch? All me. I'm dangerous, Pop.
Listen to me, both of you. It's not that Grandma doesn't like you, but she's old, she's set in her ways, and she's worried about people being around Bella.
Me too.
She hasn't even said positively yet. She'll come out, she'll talk to you, she'll see how it goes. It's up to you boys to convince her that you won't be any trouble. That's why I want you both looking so neat. Don't you see how important this is?
But what if she did say yes? Then you'd be obligated. Don't you have enough obligations now?
Well, I'm not asking for myself. I'm asking for my boys. My boys. And for my boys, I'll be obligated. There's nothing to say anymore. It's up to Grandma now, and it's up to you. If she says no, I can't take this job. I can't pay back the man I gave my promise to. You're good kids, both of you. So let's show Grandma what a terrific present it's going to be to have you two live with her. All right? Straighten your tie, Jay. Fix your collar, Artie. Stand up straight, both of you. That's my boys.
Oh my God, what if Grandma says yes?
She won't, because I'm gonna break something. What's her favorite thing in this room?
You're not breaking anything, because we have to stay here and save Pop's life.
And what about our lives? We could grow up like Aunt Bella. I could be in the 7th grade for the next 20 years.
If you act like this when Grandma comes out, that's like putting a gun to Pop's head and pulling the trigger.
So we stay here and get whacked in the head every time we cry, or suck candles back on like Aunt Gert.
Hello, Artie. One more word from you and I'll whack you, I swear to God. Oh my God, it tore.
That's it. The war's over for us. I hope Pop bought the grave next to Mom.
Look for a pin or something. Maybe we can stick it back together.
Right, I'm gonna be looking through drawers when Grandma walks in. I'm sure she wants to adopt a couple of crooks.
Damn it! I hate you. I hate you so much. I hate Pop for trying to leave us here. I hate Mom for dying. I hate Grandma for being such a rotten old lady. I hate everybody in the whole goddamn world.
You ready, boys? What the hell happened here? Why are you crying? What happened to your collar?
Nothing?
Don't tell me nothing. Were you fighting? Of course you were. Just look at you. I don't believe it. If I can't trust you for 2 minutes, how can I trust you for a year? And do you think I would do this to my mother? To my sister, Bella? I'm ashamed of you. I'm ashamed of you both. Come on, out, into the street. I don't want to look at you. I said, get out.
We weren't fighting, it was an accident. I was trying to straighten my tie and I straightened it too tight.
I was crying about Mom. She'd be so sad to see you in such trouble. We like Yonkers. We want to stay here. We were just praying that Grandma would let us stay.
Gee, I hope she does. It looks like such a nice place to live.
Are you being honest? Or are you just trying to lie your way out of this?
Honest. Very honest.
It's the most honest we've been in our lives.
I hope so. For all our sakes. Well, wipe your eyes. Fix your collar. I'll go get Grandma. Oh, Jesus! Bella! What happened, Bella? Was it something Mama said? Was she mean to you again? Come on, sweetie. No, Mama does too love your back rub. She told me herself. It's just she's got a lot on her mind today. Oh, Bella, I know how lonely it gets. I know how hard it is to live with her all the time. But maybe, just maybe, you won't have to be so alone anymore. You know who's going to stay here, Bella? If Mama says yes, Jay and Arthur. Wouldn't that be nice, Bella, to have Jay and Arthur around? You'd have someone to talk to and hang out with and maybe even chat with at nights. Would that make you happy, Bella?
Yes.
And give me a smile and a hug.
Eddie, stay here and live with us. Don't go. She's so mean sometimes.
Oh, no, she's just getting old. Look, Bella, I have to go. I have no choice. But the boys will be with you. They're looking forward to it. And speaking of the boys, they have to talk to Grandma right now. So I think it would be best if you just went to your room and lied down for just a little bit.
No, I want to stay here with you.
It would be best, I think, if the boys talked to Grandma alone.
I want to stay here with you.
Oh, God. All right. You sit right there. You be very quiet now, all right? We don't want to upset Mama. Okay? All right. I'll go get Grandma.
Artie and I are really hoping it works out, Aunt Bella.
Mustn't interrupt.
Oh, yeah, right.
Her back is killing her, but she doesn't want me to help her. Okay, Mama?
So?
Hello, Grandma.
Hello, Grandma.
I know you haven't seen the boys in such a long time, Mama. They wanted to come see you, but with their mother sick, they felt as if they should spend as much time as they could with her. I bet they've grown since you've last seen them, haven't they?
This is the little one?
Yes, Arthur. He's 2 years younger, right, Artie?
Yes, I'm 2 years younger than him.
This one I remember more. This one looks like his mother.
Yes, a lot of people tell me that.
What's wrong with your eyes?
My eyes? Oh, they're a little red. I got something in them earlier and I scratched them too hard.
You were crying, maybe?
Me? No, I never cry.
Big boys shouldn't cry.
I know. I haven't cried in years. Maybe a couple of times when I was a baby?
Oh, they're strong kids, Ma. Both of them.
Jakob, hey?
Yes, but they call me Jay.
No. I don't like Jay. Jakob is a name.
Sure, Jakob is fine.
And Arthur?
Arthur, but they call me Artie.
No, I don't call you Artie.
Sure, Arthur is fine. Like King Arthur.
You go to school?
Yeah.
What?
Yes, I go to the same school as Jakob.
Which one is the smart one?
They both do very well in school.
They will tell me. Which one is the smart one?
Jakob is. He gets A's in everything. I'm better at sports.
Sports?
Baseball, basketball, football.
You play in the mud? In the dirt? You come home with filthy shoes and make marks all over the floor?
No, never. I clean him up on a bench at the field.
If the smart one is smart, he'll make sure you do.
No, the boys are very neat. Even their mother said so.
So, tell me, why do you want to live with Grandma?
Why don't you tell Grandma, Jakob?
Well, because, Pop has to go away. And he had to give up the apartment. And when he said we had the opportunity to live here with you, our only living grandmother, and our only living Aunt Bella, I kind of thought that because our country is at war with Japan, that family should sort of stick together. And I also think that... No, that's all.
And this is the smart one?
I thought he said that very well, Mama.
And what about this King Arthur? Why do you want to live with Grandma?
Because we have no place else to go?
I think what Artie is trying to say,
No.
Mama.
He knows what he wants to say. I think maybe this is the smart one.
He's always been very honest, but he's just a boy,
So,
Ma.
you have no place else to go. That is why you want to live with Grandma. All right. All right. So, now, Grandma will tell you why she doesn't think you should live with her. This house is no place for boys. I'm an old woman. I don't like to talk. I don't like noise. I don't like people in this house. I had 6 children once. I don't need more again. Bella and I take care of the store 6 days a week. And on Sundays we rest. Today is Sunday. And I am not resting. Bella is not... She's not good with people too long. A little bit, yes, then she gets too excited. You understand what I'm saying? What would you do here? There's no games in this house. There's no toys in this house. I don't like the radio after 6 o'clock. The news, yes, that's all. We go to bed at 9 o'clock, and we get up at 5 o'clock. I don't have friends. Bella don't have friends. You would not be happy here, and unhappy boys I do not need.
Mama, can I just say something?
I'll just say something. I think about this inside because anger has been in me for a long time. Why should I do this? What do I owe your father? When did he ever come around after he married your mother? I never saw him because she turned him against me. His own mother. She didn't like me, I didn't like her. I'm not afraid to say the truth either. I don't wish anyone's death. Maybe to you she was a good mother, may she rest in peace. To me she was nothing. And your father was afraid of her. That's why he stopped coming here. You're big boys now. How many times have I seen you since you were born? 4? 5 times? Those are not grandchildren. Those are strangers. And now he comes to me for help. He cried in my bedroom. Not like a man, like a child he cried. He was always that way. I buried a husband and 2 children and I didn't cry. I didn't have time. Bella was born with scarlet fever and she couldn't speak until she was 5 years old and I didn't cry. You fought a sister, Gertrude, they can't speak without choking and I didn't cry. And maybe one day they'll find Louis dead in the street and I won't cry. That's how I was raised. To be strong. When they beat us with sticks in Germany when we were children, I didn't cry. You don't survive in this world without being like steel. Your father wants you to grow up? First let him grow up. When he learns to be a father, like I learned to be a mother, then he'll be a man. Then he won't need my help. You think I'm cruel? You think I'm a terrible person? That a grandmother should say things like this? I can see it in your faces what you think. Good. It'll make you hard. It'll make you strong. Then you'll be able to take care of yourselves without anyone's help. So, that's my decision. Maybe one day you'll thank me for it. Give the boys an ice cream cone, Bella, then come inside and finish my legs.
You're right, Mama. I am the weak one. I am the crybaby. Always was. When you wouldn't hold me when I was a child, I cried. When my brother and sister died, I cried. And I still haven't stopped crying since Evelyn died. But you're wrong about one thing. She never turned me against you. She turned me towards her, to loving, to caring, to holding someone when they needed holding. I'm sorry I didn't bring the boys around here more. Maybe the reason why I didn't was because I was afraid. Afraid they'd learn something here that I tried so hard to forget. Maybe they just learned it here today. I'm sorry I ruined your Sunday. I'm sorry I impeded on your rest. I'm sorry about what they did to you as a kid back in Berlin. This is Yonkers, Mama. I'm not mad at you for turning me or the boys down. I'm mad at myself for not knowing any better. Take care of yourself, Mama. Never mind the ice cream cones, Bella. I've used up enough obligations for the year. Come on, boys.
It's all right, Artie. We'll have dinner another night. Why don't you boys go home and get all your things packed up, and I'll get the bed set up for when you move in. And I'll make some room in the closet.
Bella, thank you, but Mama and I have already decided that it's not a good idea.
And Jay, you make a list of all the things you boys like for breakfast. I'll make sure that we have it. Oh, and don't forget your toothbrushes. We don't carry those in the store. And, ooh, maybe bring something from home that you really love. Even if it's big. We'll find some place to put it.
That's enough, Bella. This is not your business.
Maybe a picture of your mother. We could put it right here on the table. It'll be the last thing you see before you go to bed and the first thing you see in the morning. Oh God, it is gonna be so fun with you here. Maybe Mama's right. I do get so excited around people. They just make me so happy.
Bella! Nicht sprechen, that's enough. They're going, that is the end of it.
No, Mama. They're not going. They're staying because if you make them go, I'll go too. I know I've said it 1,000 times, but this time I mean it. I could go to the home. The home would take me. You're always telling me that. But if I go, then you'll be all alone. And you're afraid to be alone. Nobody else knows that but me. But you don't have to be. Because we'll all be together. You and me and Jay and Artie. Won't that be fun, Mama?
Dear boys, I tried phoning you the other night, but I forgot the phone was in the candy store and well, you probably couldn't hear it. Well, I've been through Kansas, Arkansas, Virginia, even New Mexico. Don't complain to me about Aunt Bella's cooking, because I haven't eaten anything down here that wasn't fried, smoked, hashed, pwned, gritted, or didn't come out of a swamp, a tree, or out of a hole in the ground. I swear, I'd go into debt again just to eat an onion roll.
I've had one minor setback. I've developed what the doctor calls an irregular heartbeat. He thinks it's not serious, but says I shouldn't be traveling so much. But I can't afford to stop now. Jeez, an irregular heartbeat doesn't sound too good. God, I wish there was some way we could make some money. Not kid money, I mean real money.
What if one night we cut off Grandma's braids and sold it to the army for barbed wire?
I can't believe we're fighting a war to make this a better world for someone like you.
Is Grandma sleeping? Don't tell me you'll wake her up. But boys, I just had the most wonderful and exciting evening. But I can't tell you about it, so don't ask me. But you both are my good luck charms, the both of you.
You think I don't hear you coming up the stairs? You think I don't know it's 11 o'clock? You think I don't know where you've been?
Just to the movies, Ma.
Movies, movies, movies. You waste your money and your life in the movies. And then you bring home movie magazines. Fill your head with Hollywood and dreams that don't happen to people like us. Sometimes
they do.
Never. Never. Give it to me. I don't want trash in this house.
It's my magazine, Ma. I bought it with my own money.
No. My money. I pay for everything here. You don't have anything unless I give you. Give me the magazine.
Mama, please don't do this to me in front of the boys.
You bring it home in front of the boys. You give me the magazine in front of the boys. Give it to me now, Bella. When I'm dead, you can buy your own magazines.
No, I won't, because you'll find a way to get them anyways.
You like to pay my electric bill? When you try cutting my fingers off, you'll get my braids off, you'll get your fingers chopped off.
Dear boys. Whew, this will have to be a short one. I'm in Houston, Texas, and I just got plumb tuckered out. That's how they talk down here. I had to take a week off and rest. Nothing serious, I promise. But I also promise that I'll be on the road soon, and I'll make up the time. Love, Pop.
Alone at last. Grandma's out. Aunt Bella's out. We have the house to ourselves. We're free. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Will you shut up? Grandma could be home any minute now. And you know what she would do if she found you bouncing on her chair?
Yeah, she would chop off my legs and Aunt Bella would cook them for dinner.
Hey, Artie, there's that car again.
What car?
The black Studebaker. The one with the guys that were looking for Uncle Louie. They look like killers to me. What do you think they want?
I don't know. Let's give them Grandma. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Get out of there. They just keep circling and circling. Aren't you afraid of guys like that?
Nah, I've lived up here for a month. I can take anything.
Is Mama home?
No, she's still at Aunt Gert's.
I don't want to cry, I don't want to cry, I don't want to cry.
Is anything the matter, Aunt Bella? You can talk to us.
Do you think so? Do you think I can trust you? You're still so young.
You don't have to be old to be trusting.
And if I do tell you, you would never tell Grandma what I told you, because if you did, she'd put me in the home for the rest of my life. She would.
I don't think she would do that. She just does that to scare you sometimes.
No, she would do it. Sometimes we'll take a ride in the trolley and we'll go past the home and she'll say, "That's where you'll go if you're not a good girl."
But you said she wouldn't do it because she's afraid to be alone.
But she's not alone anymore. She has you two.
Oh no, if you went to the home, we'd go with you.
Knock it off, Artie. Listen, Aunt Bella, if you don't want to tell us, you don't have to. We're your friends.
No, I have to tell somebody. I wish Eddie were here. Eddie would know what to do.
We're Eddie's sons. That's almost the same thing.
Yes, I suppose. All right, come sit down, the both of you. All right, this is our secret now. A sacred secret. Say it with me.
This is a sacred secret.
All right. Artie? Jay? I'm going to get married. I'm going to be a wife, and I'm going to have lots and lots of children, and I'm going to move into a place of my own. Isn't this wonderful news? Artie, Jay, you're the only ones who know this. I'm going to be married.
Gee, that's swell, Aunt Bella.
Have you met anybody yet?
Of course I have. I met him 10 days ago at the movies, at the Orphan Theater. I saw him 4 times last week.
You both went to the same movie 4 times?
I didn't mind, and he has to. He works there. He's an usher, and he looks very handsome in his uniform.
He's an usher?
Yes, and his name is Johnny. I always thought I'd marry a guy named Johnny.
What a great guess.
Anyways, so we went for a cup of coffee and took a walk down the park and down near the river, and then exactly at 2 o'clock, just like in the movies, or maybe it was 2:15, or maybe it was 2:30. He said, "Will you marry me?" And I said I'd have to think it over, but the answer was yes.
That was pretty quick thinking it over.
I know, I didn't want him to change his mind. Are you as happy about this as I am?
Oh, sure. How old is he?
He's 30. Or maybe not, maybe 40. But he's so handsome and so nice and very polite. He's also very quiet. I had to do all the talking. All he said was, "Will you marry me?"
Was he ever married before?
Oh no, I'd never marry someone who was married before. I want it to be the first time for the both of us.
But if he's not married and he has no children, then how come he's not in the army?
Oh, he wanted to go, but they wouldn't take him because of his handicap.
What handicap?
He has a reading handicap.
You mean he has bad eyes?
No, he has trouble learning things the way that I did. He went to the special school near the home once. He was there at the home for like 6 months, but he said it was terrible, so his parents took him out, and now he's much happier.
Oh, I get it. Do you get it, Jay?
I can tell why you're not so keen on telling Grandma. I mean, because it's so sudden-like.
But he doesn't want to be an usher forever. One day he wants to open up a restaurant of his own. He says the one thing that people always have to do is eat, isn't he right? I would be the cook and he would be the manager. I would love that more than anything in the entire world.
Could he even do that, though? Manage a restaurant if he couldn't read the menus?
Well, I would help him with that. The only problem is his parents are poor and he doesn't make a lot of money, and it would cost about $5,000 to open up the restaurant, and I don't know if Mama would give it to me. Do you think so?
Your mother has $5,000?
Yeah, 10, 15, or more. Oh, I wasn't supposed to say that.
Where does she keep it? In the bank?
No, she keeps it right here in the house. She changes the hiding place every year. Nobody knows where she keeps it. Not Louie or Eddie or Gert. No one. So anyways, my issue is that I have to get her to say yes to me marrying him, yes to me opening the restaurant, yes to me having babies, yes to me moving away, and yes to giving me the $5,000. But I don't think she's going to say yes. Do you?
I don't think she's going to let you go to the movies much anymore.
Well, she won't know if you don't tell her. You won't tell her, right, Jay?
I swear.
Artie?
She and I have very short conversations.
All right. I better go inside and think things out. I'm not too good at thinking things out. I'm much better with my hands, but you boys are smart. Maybe you could think it out for me. Please do. If you did, I'd be grateful for you for the rest of my life. Oh, and I thought of a name for the restaurant. La Bella Johnny.
That's nice.
I just hope he can read it.
Wait till he meets Grandma. He'll be back at the home in a week.
$15,000. Wow. Where do you think she hides it? In the least obvious place possible?
You're not really thinking of stealing it, are you?
No, but what if we just borrowed it? I would love to send Pop an envelope with $9,000.
And who would he think sent it to him? God?
He had an uncle in Poland who died. He left some money in his will for Pop.
You think the Germans are going to let some Jew in Poland send $9,000 to some Jew in Alabama?
Dear boys, traveling in the South has been a whole new education for me. Some people are very polite and very nice and extremely well spoken. And then there are some who spit tobacco juice on the windows. A lot of people are pointing out my New York accent. I didn't even know I had one till I got here. I met a nice Jewish family in Atlanta too, but I couldn't understand them. This one woman, Mrs. Schneider, she comes to me and says, "Y'all come over to the synagogue this Shabbos and you'll meet some mighty fine folks." I didn't want to upset her, so I just said, "Sure enough." And she just looks at me and says, "Who's sure enough?" I guess it takes a while to learn the dialect. Love, Pop.
Jay, hurry up. What if Grandma wakes up? This is crazy. Why would she hide the money in the store?
Oh, I'm freezing. I looked everywhere down there. There is no money. I was looking under the ice cream cartons.
Why would she keep it under the ice cream? We use up those cartons every week.
Not boysenberry. Boysenberry sits there for weeks. Nobody's ever gonna look under boysenberry.
I can't believe we're stealing money from our own grandmother.
Who's that?
Get that light out of my face and go back to sleep, kid.
We have nothing to steal, mister, I swear.
Is that you, Jay?
Yeah, who are you?
It's Uncle Louie.
Uncle Louie? No kidding. Hey, Artie, it's Uncle Louie.
Uncle Louie, really? Hi, Uncle Louie.
Wait a second. Well, what do you know? Couple of big guys now, ain't you? I don't come around for a while and you grow up on me. Come on, I want a hug. You heard me. Move it. Picture of your mother. A pretty woman, your mother. And you look like a little bull terrier. Is that what you are, a bull terrier?
I guess so.
Hey, watch it. What are you, a middleweight or what? Who's been beefing you up?
Aunt Bella, she's a good cook.
And a couple of midnight trips down to the ice cream freezer, eh? Breaking into the boysenberry with your flashlight? That's breaking and entering, kid. 2 to 5 years.
You saw me?
I've been down there since Mama closed the store.
Just sitting in the dark?
I'm waiting for her to go to sleep. I wasn't in the mood for no long conversations.
I just took a fingerful. That's all.
Oh.
I love boysenberry.
Big mistake, kid. Mom reads fingerprints. She gonna nail you in the morning.
Are you serious?
Get out of here. What are you, a couple of pushovers? Like your old man. What did I bring up for you, Artie? A thumbful of pistachio?
No, nothing. I wasn't hungry.
You think your pop and I didn't do that when we were kids? That was the beauty part. Never took nothing during the day. No, a ton of ice cream, store full of candy, anything we wanted. Never took nothing. But as soon as Mom let her brains down and turned out the lights, we were down there lapping up the cream and meowing like cats. Ain't that the way? It's only fun was a chance of getting caught. Nothing sweeter than danger, boys, am I right?
Yeah.
Damn right.
I didn't know Pop was like that.
Yeah, well, he was no good at it anyway. Mom always knew what was going on. She could tell if there was salt missing from a pretzel. Well, she wouldn't say nothing. She'd come up from the store with the milk, knowing 2 scoops everything was missing. She'd sit down for breakfast, and she'd just stare at you, right into your eyeballs, pupil to pupil, never blinking. Her eyes were like 2 district attorneys. And then he couldn't take the pressure. He'd always crack. Tears would start rolling down his cheeks like a wet confession. And whack! You get that big German hand right across the head. But on me, I'd stare right back at her until her eyelids started to weigh 10 pounds each. And she'd turn away from me down for the count. And you know what? She loved it because I knew how to take care of myself. Yeah, Mom and I loved to put the gloves on and go the distance.
You know, nobody told us you were coming over tonight.
Well, nobody knew. It was even a surprise for me. The paint in my apartment. I'm going to be here in a couple of days, maybe a week.
You didn't know they were going to paint your apartment?
Well, they just found the right color paint tonight. You know, it's hard to find with the war going on. So, you boys been keeping your nose out of trouble?
Huh?
What's you popping up to? Ma tells me you're in the junk business now?
Huh?
Oh, selling scrap iron or something?
Huh?
What's the matter? This? Hey, don't worry about it. A friend of mine, he's a police officer. I'm watching it for him. He's on vacation. He'll want to lose it. You know, they got to pay for it when they lose it. Also, the ladies like it. You dance them close, gives them a thrill.
Is it loaded?
Oh, gee, I sure hope not. If it went off, I'd have to become a ballerina. So, does Pop ever send you boys some loose change every once in a while?
Yeah, whenever he can.
So, like never, right? You think I don't know what's going on? The sharks are putting the bite in it, man. He should have come to me. You know, there's lots of different ways to borrow money. Your Pops don't understand that. Sometimes being on the up and up just gets you down and down. You know what I mean, Jay?
Yeah. You know, I never knew a policeman could lend somebody his gun.
That's a smart brother you got there, Artie. You're right. They can't. The gun's mine. I'm the bodyguard to a very prominent and distinguished political figure. It's kind of like an FBI man, only they call us something different.
You mean a henchman?
Who would tell you stories like that, Jay?
No, I swear.
Don't ever go around repeating that word to anybody again. You understand me?
I didn't mean to say it. I was thinking of hunchback.
Couple of jokers here, eh? Don't pull my leg, Artie. It might come off in your hands. So, you boys got a problem making a little after-school money?
You mean like a job? You know, I've been looking for one, but Grandma wants us in the store after school to help pay the expenses.
Tell you what, how would you like to work for me? $5 a week, split between the two of you, cash on the barrel. Only first, you gotta guess what number I'm thinking of. Guess wrong, and the deal's off. Go on, boys, take a guess.
3.
7?
37, that's right. You're on Louie's payroll now. Hey, Artie, can you drive a car?
Me? I'm 13 and a half.
Well, that's too bad. You need someone who can drive a car.
I'm a pretty good roller skater.
That's good, because I'm spinning your wheels, kid. Get up and live. It's a fast world out there.
Hey, Uncle Louie. This $5 bill, it has your picture on it.
So it does. Check it in your pockets, Artie.
$5, a real one. How'd you do that?
These fingers were touched by genius. I could have been a concert violinist, but the handkerchief kept falling off my neck.
What do we have to do for the money?
Nothing. Like, if anyone comes around here asking for me, you don't know nothing, you ain't seen nothing, you ain't heard nothing. Think you can do that?
There were a couple guys here the other day looking for you.
Yeah, what they look like?
One had a broken nose, and the other one had...
A Betty Grable tie.
Right.
Hollywood Harry. He's got those stars hand-painted on silk. He's got a Gypsy Rose Leet dye you can see when you're a little bit older. So, if they come around here again asking questions, what do you say to them?
Nothing.
Right. Smart boys. Check in Jay's pocket, Artie.
Another $5.
I could have played Carnegie Hall.
We wouldn't be doing anything wrong, would we?
You're my brother's kids. You think I'm going to get you mixed up in something stupid? Don't be stupid. A couple of guys don't like me because I've been seeing a girl I shouldn't be seeing. Minor neighborhood problem, that's all. Okay, I'm going to go get washed up. We'll bunk together tonight, okay?
Sure, there's plenty of room.
Oh, one last thing. Don't touch this. Got my valuables in here. My driver's license, my draft card, my good cufflinks. I'll go put it somewhere, don't worry about it, okay? Oh, and Artie, see if there's anything else in your pants.
No, there's nothing there.
Don't worry, you're still young.
He's awesome. It's like having a James Cagney film in your own home.
We're not taking that money. They're not painting his apartment at midnight. He's a bag man, and he's got a bag and a gun, and Pop wouldn't want us to take money from him for saying nothing to Hollywood Harry and the Betty Grable tie. Forget it.
Jay, Artie, have you thought of anything about how I should tell Grandma about you know who?
Gee, no, we've been really busy ourselves.
Oh, sure, I understand. But if you do think of anything, I'll give you each $1. I'm sure you could use it. I'm gonna go back and finish my dream. I was having the most wonderful one.
You know, we can make a great living just from this family.
You kids ever have to use the bathroom?
No? Why?
I don't like nobody getting up while I'm sleeping.
Sure. How late do you sleep?
Until it's used I don't like.
You can see while you're sleeping?
Hey, don't try me, kid. I'll wake up grouchy. Sure is good to be back at my own bed.
Is this where you slept?
Yeah, me and Eddie. And Gert slept with Bella. And Ma slept with her cane. Nothing beats family, boys. The one place in the world where you're safe is with your family. Am I right?
Right.
Right.
Right. So, unless something unforeseen goes wrong, I'll see you 2 in the morning. Sleep tight, boys.
Jay,
What?
I have to go to the bathroom.
Save it.
Dear boys, the one thing keeping me going is knowing you're with my family. Thank God you're in good hands. Love, Pop.